Hey guys, it's Rick from the Film Reaper. I'm back with another video with some recommendations. Sorry about that. Um, recommendation for some horror movies. We're starting with House of Wax. This one came out in 2015 with Alicia Cuthbert, if that's even how you say her name. I don't know, but she is beautiful. Um, this one starts with a bunch of college kids, and they're on their way to a college football game. Um, Two sets of couples, and then there's just two guys, and one of them is the brother of the girl, and he got like kicked out of college, I think, for something. I forget what it was, but anyways, this one, they're on their way, but they're not gonna make it in time, so they stop for the night in a field and park and just camp out. You know, they got a campfire going, and they're tossing the football around, and then this truck pulls up with its high beams on, just blaring on them, and they're like, what the hell's going on? Why, who the hell's this dude? And so the guy won't leave. They're like, get out. And so the brother throws the football, I think it is, and he smashes the headlight on the truck. So then the truck leaves. And so they get up in the morning, and one of the kids of the group is always videoing. He's camcords everything. So they get up in the morning, and the car's not working. One of the belts was cut, so they need a new belt. So they run into this guy that's cleaning dead animals off the side of the road in his pickup truck. Like a typical hillbilly guy. And so the girl, Alyssa Cuthbert, and her boyfriend, get into the guy's truck, and they're gonna get a ride to town to try to get a belt for his car. And so he's taking them, and they're getting like really bad vibes from the guy on the way. So they're like, "Oh, let us out, freaking out because the inside didn't have a handle to get out, so they were kind of like trapped in there." So anyway, so the guy lets them out, and then they look over like through the woods, and they can see there's a town because they didn't really believe him. They thought they were getting kidnapped. And so they're apologizing to the guy and, all that. But anyway, so they go to the town. It's like a deserted town. But they see people here and there, like, peeking through the window. And they're like, what the hell's going on? This is a freaky-ass town. So they're looking around, trying to find somebody. So they finally find somebody at the church. And they open the door, and he's in there, and there's a funeral going on. So the guy flips out. They're like, oh, you come here and disturb the funeral just for a fan belt or whatever it was. And they apologize and stuff, and he's like, oh, after he's like, okay, it's fine. He goes, but I can't get it till later or whatever. So he ends up like kidnapping the girl, and he's a wackadoodle, and he has a brother, a twin brother. And they, it's not the goriest movie, but there is some like torture things. Like, it's gonna make you be like, ugh. But anyways, it's a good movie. I like it. So let's move on to Hell House LLC. This one came out. When did this one come out? This also came out in 2015. So this one was a bunch of haunted house people, like the carnival house, haunted house people. They put it on every year around Halloween. It's these kind of people. So they're scouting a new location to get for a new haunted house for the season. And so they end up renting out the place, but it's haunted, and I think only the main guy knows that it's haunted. So they go in there. It's all kinds of weird things start happening, and something to do with a clown was the story or something. I don't know, but anyways, it's got creepy clowns in it. It's got some possession in it. If that's your kind of thing, then you're gonna love it. And then all hell breaks loose on opening night. Just put it that way. And that's that. And there's sequels to this. At least 2 sequels that I can remember. I saw the second one. It was decent. Wasn't as good as the first one. First one's good. Second one's decent. Don't think I've seen the third yet, but I'm sure I'll watch it at some point, and I'll let you guys know how that's going. But yeah, this is definitely a watch. Now let's move on to another 2015 movie. It is The Visit. This one is by M. Night Shyamalan. And, it's got the usual M. Night Shyamalan twist in it. This one's about a couple of kids, teenagers, single mother. She got a boyfriend. She's going to go on a cruise, so she's going to send the kids to the grandparents' house. But they're estranged grandparents because she hasn't, something happened. We don't know what yet. But she hasn't talked to her parents in like 20 years. So, but she's going to send the kids anyway so they get to know their grandparents. And so they send them there. And the grandparents pick them up at the train station. They go there. They're having a good time. Normal grandparents cooking, making cookies, playing board games at night and stuff. And then the first night, the kid, the little brother, sister's older than the brother, and he's like, he's a rapper. He's a white kid, but he's a rapper. The dumbest raps ever too. But anyhow, and he's a pretty funny kid in the movie. I find him amusing. But so their bedtime, what was it, 9 o'clock, I think their bedtime is, and they're like, what? Who the hell goes to bed at 9? But anyway, so they're in their bedrooms, and they get, like, no internet and stuff, and she's making a documentary. She's a filmmaker, so they're in there, and they hear all kinds of stuff happening outside in the rest of the house, because they're in the bedroom. The grandfather told him, do not come out of the bedroom when you go in at 9 o'clock for bedtime. Don't come out. Because the grandmother, she was going cuckoo. She was like running around the house and stuff. I don't want to give too much away, but it's freaking funny. But, and then the grandfather says she had sundown syndrome or something. So, but yeah, I can't give any more. I don't want to, because if you haven't seen it, then I don't want to give the twist away, because it's really good if you haven't seen it. But this is a definite watch. I love this movie. I've seen it multiple times. Let's go. We're going to go back to an oldie. Night of the Creeps. This one came out in 1986. I love this movie. The main guy in it is Jason Lively. He was also Rusty from European Vacation. Same guy. But yeah, so it's him and his best friend, which is he's like a cripple guy. He's uses those the hand ones. I don't know what they're called, but anyways, because he can't walk, but he doesn't use a wheelchair. He uses the hand things. But anyways, so they're Russian fraternities, and so they had to go steal a dead body. That was their thing. But they were never going to get into the fraternity anyways. They were just making them do it because they didn't think they would do it. So they go down into the mortuary. No, the morgue. That's what it was. It was the morgue. They go to the morgue in the hospital, and they go to steal the body, and then they find this, like, a younger kid encased in a thing. And they're like, what the hell? So they, being dumb kids, pressing buttons, and it releases it. And so the kid comes out, and he has, you don't know what he has. You kind of do, because in the beginning, I skipped this part. It started in the 50s, and it was like, I think it was a meteor crash. and like little alien things were around. Little slug things, I should say. I forgot to bring that part up. I'm so dumb. And it also stars Tom Atkins from Halloween 3. So the kid obviously got the slug thing in him, so he was zombified or whatever you want to call it. So they released him, and then now the little slug things are all over the place, and everybody's turning into those slug zombies, and so they gotta try to kill them all. And Rusty, he falls in love with this college girl who was obviously going out with the jock of the college, and so they team up with the to kill all the slug zombies. So but it really is a good movie, trust me. If you watch this movie, you will not be sorry, believe me. This is really good. All right, so now so my last two videos, I got decent amount of views, which I appreciate, everybody. Some more subscribers would be nice, but I appreciate the views and some likes and some, we're going to go with the overrated movies again. I don't know if people like that, but I like it. I like to rile things up, So the first one, and this is going to be for like women mostly, are the ones that love this movie, which is just, this is The Babadook. Now, tell me I'm wrong. Go right in the comment if you think I'm wrong. If you're a guy and you like The Babadook, because I don't think that's the case. This is a majority woman like this movie. Don't get it. Didn't like it. Watched it a couple of times. I'm like, well, I might be missing something or something because women love this movie, and it's so overrated. I'm like, I almost despise this movie. It's just so bad, but. What are you going to do? I mean, people like what they want. I'm not going to, I like movies that people would be like, what the hell's wrong with you? What are you liking that movie for? I'm not going to, say anything bad about people that, like certain movies, but, what are you going to do? People like what they want. So anyway, let's go to this last one. This is going to piss a lot of people off, the last one, because this is just super overrated. And here we go. Donnie Darko. Yes, I know some of you getting pissed off right now. I can feel it coming through. But anyways, this is just so overrated. So badly overrated. It's just like dumb. Like, it's, people like to pretend like they get this movie. Nobody gets this movie. They really don't. They make up these scenarios about the engines, and like there's one where the engine, they have to get rid of the engine or the dimension's going to collapse on itself. I'm like, you people are thinking way too much. And if you have to think that much, it's a movie. If people are talking, there's nothing really, horror about it or thrillery about it. It's making up words. But anyways, yeah, this is just terrible movie. And if you like this movie, tell me why in the comments. Make up your synopsis in the thing of what you think this movie's about, because it's not about anything. It's just a bunch of gobbledygook. All right, so that's all I got for this time. Yeah, I'll be back soon. If you would please subscribe, some comments, some likes. Really trying to build this up. I really want to start doing more, and, I would love to show you guys my horror collection, Took me a while to build it up, and I've got some nice pieces I would like to share. So, all right, I will see you all next time.